Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'll shortly be starting the 2020, 2019, 2021, 2022 graduation ceremony. We'll shortly be starting in a few minutes, but just a few announcements before we do. Most important one, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you graduates exactly what you need to do this afternoon so you don't need to be nervous, so you know exactly how it's going to work. So we have Julia standing in as the Vice-Chancellor for our demonstration. Thank you, Julia. Vice-Chancellor will be on stage positioned there. And gentlemen, your name will be called Tim Palmer. You stand at the top of the stairs and smile. There's the camera. There's the camera over there by the pink and green. That's your big cheesy smile. That's the money shot. That's the one that you go for there. You cross the stage, you make your way to the cross-stand, you doff your cap, you bow to the Vice-Chancellor, and you make your way back across the stage, and the Bedels will lead you back to your original seats. Okay? Ladies, Laman Mehmet. Ladies, smile, big smile. Cross the stage, but don't touch your hat. You do not touch your hat. You keep your hat firmly in place. You bow to the Vice-Chancellor, and you move across the stage. We'll do that one more time. Tim. Tim Palmer, big smile. You cross towards the stage. You doff your cap to the Vice-Chancellor. You bow. You make your way across the stage. Laman Mehmet, smile. Cross the stage to the Vice-Chancellor, you bow, and you make your way back to your original seats. Now, some of you are sitting in slightly different seats. We'll call you up at the right time. We'll call you up at the moment so that you're called up with your colleagues who have the same degrees. We'll seat you back down in those same moments as well at the same time. Don't worry, colleagues are going to bring you up at the same moment so that you're all called together. So just a few other important things. In the event of an emergency, we'll direct you to all of the exits. We'll show you exactly where you need to go. Check you're in the right seat. So graduates are in there, check you're in the right seat, but then turn off your mobile phones. Then turn off your mobile phones. Do your mobile phones, make sure they're all turned off. And the same for all of you guests, please. Please check now. Make sure you've turned off your mobile phones. Make sure you're not going to interrupt us at all. No flash photography at all, please. No flash photography or filming. We'll have a procession shortly. The Vice-Chancellor will process onto the stage. Please stand when the Vice-Chancellor processes onto the stage. Please stand when the Vice-Chancellor's procession leaves. Please stand for the National Anthem, which will close our ceremony. Take your time. Take your moment there. Smile and take your moment there. If you're wearing high heels, walk slowly. If you're over a dress, pull your dress, just dress your dress up. Go slowly up the stairs, go slowly down the stairs. Take your moment. There is no need to rush at all. So take your time and enjoy your moment there. And this one, the most important one, guests, please. You clap every single graduate as they cross the stage as loudly as you possibly can to celebrate their achievements. Every single one that passes across, please. Thank you, and enjoy the ceremony.
Yes, please be seated. Pro-Vice Chancellor, honored guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. As Vice Chancellor of the University of London, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to today's graduation, an important highlight of our calendar, which has been missing for a few years, but is now back. And I'm thrilled to offer my heartfelt congratulations and good wishes to all our graduates for reaching this important milestone. May I also congratulate your family and friends and all the academics who've guided you on your journey. Receiving this award is the culmination of years of your hard work and dedication. For our graduates and your loved ones, today is an opportunity to come together and rejoice in your success. Some of you may be reflecting on what you want to do next, while others will have already moved on to further study or employment. But whatever your next step may be, I hope you will take the time to enjoy this precious moment and take pride in what you have achieved. For today is all about you. University of London graduations are truly international affairs. Over the course of these few days, over 1,300 graduates will come here to this room to receive their award. And you come from over 113 different countries, from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. This afternoon, many of you have come from Pakistan, some from Bangladesh, a small but important number from the UK, and a few who've come from my native Canada. So it's truly an international gathering, so welcome to you all. And congratulations on making this trip. Because we know travel is not easy. COVID has impacted the economies and societies in every country in the world. Broken supply chains are leaving us with shortages in everything from airport staff and electricity to basic foodstuffs. And you all will know better than I how challenging things are in the world right now. Unpredictable and perhaps daunting to us all. You now go forward from this moment in a unique set of circumstances with a special set of abilities and connections. We are witnesses to the growing tensions between and within countries, between people who have and those who have not, people living in secure homes with secure jobs, and people with neither in search of both. Hopes for peaceful development in many parts of the world have been disrupted, paused at least, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Yemen, and the belief that war in Europe would not be seen again in our lifetime has been shattered with the invasion of the Ukraine. Climate change demands that we change our way of life. We see more intense and more frequent flooding. We've seen it just this year in Germany, Pakistan, Australia, Afghanistan. The very existence of many small island nations is at risk. And temperatures are rising in some parts of the world to over 50 degrees. Not quite that here, although uncharacteristically warm for London, I think you'd probably agree. So at times it may feel overwhelming, making us doubt whether we can really make any difference in the face of these global forces. And why think about such global challenges on a happy occasion such as this? Well, the reason for thinking about the world is all about you here today. For it is graduates such as you that have the skills, knowledge, and experience that hold out the promise for a better future. I know this because of the determination and confidence that you have demonstrated in the achievements that we are recognizing today. Each of you has a personal story of pursuing your dreams and ambition. Looking forward, you have the capacity to not only survive these times, as no doubt you have and will, but to bring a fresh and better way of working and thinking about whatever you do. There is no one right way and no single answer to guide you. But find strength in your convictions and principles and the values you hold dear. be critical, be kind, and stay curious. Your success today reflects your remarkable tenacity and ability to juggle multiple responsibilities. I know that many of you are in full-time employment while you're studying. Others will be raising families or caring for friends or family. But you are all united in your pursuit of higher learning as a stepping stone to a better life and an opportunity to make a contribution. So it stands as a testament to you and your remarkable resilience that you are here today, having overcome the difficult circumstances of the last few years. The pandemic has affected all of us in different ways, and I know that each and every one of you will have faced your own personal challenges. Yet you managed to thrive in the face of adversity. You have learned to live with uncertainty and even adapt to new ways of learning. These experiences and your strength will guide you in good stead to adapt to whatever life throws at you and whatever goals you set yourselves next. The last 2 years certainly have been like no other, but like you, the University of London has adapted. We set up a centre to help expand the availability of COVID-19 tests for students who are based here in London. We offered financial assistance to those still living in the halls of residence here, which remained open throughout the pandemic. And we adapted our courses and assessments, as well as providing advice and support to people studying around the world. And our federation of 17 world-class institutions rose to the challenge from supporting students at this difficult time to carrying out leading research during the fight against COVID-19. And meanwhile, our distance learning portfolio has continued to grow, as has the number of students taking programs. Our fully online degrees offer the same high-quality students expect of a campus university, but with the flexibility, convenience, and affordability that the university's distance learning students value. These programs will ensure the university continues to provide relevant and accessible learning for our 45,000 students in more than 190 countries. I do hope that you'll all enjoy your visit to London, whether you are visiting for the first time or whether you've been here before. Through this university, you will always enjoy a special connection to London, a city that I love, a city vibrant with possibility, and an integral part of what makes this institution so special. So I'm delighted that you could join us today. I also hope that you'll get a chance to explore Senate House, which isn't too far from here, and do that in addition to serving, because Senate House, in addition to serving as a hub for our world-leading institutions, has been a popular filming location. So once you've seen it, you can look out for it in a lot of movies, including the hit TV series and blockbusters. It stars in The Dark Knight Rises from the Batman series to the latest Bond film, No Time to Die. And you can run quizzes finding Senate House in all sorts of movies. Nanny McPhee is one of my favorites, but there are many. So your exceptional educational achievements would not have been possible without your parents, partners, children, and friends, those who've supported you throughout your studies. I know they too will be delighted, and this is your chance to thank them. So please, let's give them a round of applause. And today, of course, is all about you, and I can't stress enough that you should all be tremendously proud of your achievements, as indeed we are. As graduates, you all reap the benefits of a University of London degree. Alumni like you have helped shape the world and will continue to do so. Wherever life takes you and whichever career path you choose, you will always have a bond with the University of London. So I encourage you to stay in contact with the wider university and to make the most of all that is available to you as a lifelong member of our alumni community. So enjoy your day, and once again, a very warm welcome to London. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, I now ask leave to present graduates from the University of London who are eligible for the Bachelor of Laws LLB. Iman Shah. Hadia Shah. Cynthia Ajay. Kelton Mitch Dalso. Shumail Eshen. Abdullah Walid Malik. Mohammed Nabil Malik. Mohammed Ahmed Rashid. Gauri Priyathashini Vinay Gagosathi. Mohammed Azizul Hakim. Graduates awarded the Certificate of Higher Education in Social Sciences. Zeynep Demirtaş. Nezi Eterfen. Irem Perk. Prabjot Singh. Elif Yetiskal. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Finance. Valentina Baldoni. Furkan Bandukta. Nigar Hakimova. Somaya Murali. Irvish Sunil Sawalani. Hani Zalisayam. Hisham Zulfika. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance. Chawisa Daiwiang. Matthew Ellel. Daniel Gauchi. Mansi Ho Mickey. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Business and Management. Muiz Ali. Maria Chumbe Mejia. William Galvez Pancorbo. Valeria Guevara Cogono. James Hounsell. Alessandra Mayorka Alvarado. Alejandro Novoa Carpio. Camila Regada Sayan. Erum Riaz. Natasha Shahidi. Krishna Wadwa. Claudia Yabiku Chavaria. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Data Science and Business Analytics, D.L. Gashi. Rion Sadiku. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Economics, Rudrajit Banerjee. Marisa Gavidia Rosario. Jerko Marangunic Guerrero. Ryan Sithana. Saveshwari Singh. Ingrid Suarez Soto. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Economics and Finance. I beg your pardon. Graduates awarded for a degree in Business and Management, Ngon Shi Hui. Occasionally the order needs a little rejigging, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Economics and Finance, Diego Alfaro Lagonia. Rafet Abdul Mesid Bolat. Sevin Kaitan. Piero La Rosa Gonzalez. Alejandra Perez Nunez. Rosa Rodriguez Nakazaki. Kevin Rojas Alvarez. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Economics and Politics, Anita Jasiki. Jelza Spahui. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Information Systems and Management, Helen Ford. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in International Development, Prince Appa. Veronica Habea. Huawa Sunusi. Let me pause while we make sure we're in the right place in the running order. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in International Relations, Rafiqul Islam. Lim Yui Yi. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Management and Digital Innovation, Mahad Kashif. Eugenia Lee Wen. Amisha Vashistha. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Management with Law, Syed Ali. Azmet Chishti. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Politics and International Relations, Franklin Aquilina. Charles Camilleri. Tyler Deaton. Vanelda Harris. Fasahat Javed. Raphael Mularoni. Graduates awarded a degree in International Relations, Brett Rumbach. Graduates awarded the Graduate Diploma in Digital Innovation, Zhengren Zhong. Graduates awarded the Graduate Diploma in Finance, Leila Haidari. Irina Kvatova. Graduates awarded the Graduate Diploma in International Development, Kaori Fujinawa. Rosina Karastoyanova. Graduates awarded the Graduate Diploma in International Relations, David Traveria Esquera. Graduates awarded the Graduate Diploma in Management, Saga Ahuja. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Laws, Commercial and Corporate Law, Lois Munialo Shalaka. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Laws, Corporate and Securities Law, Victor Pokorny. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Laws, Human Rights Law, Mohammed Maner. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Laws, International Justice, Kevin Thompson. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Diploma in Laws, Teresa Rouget. We're moving on to here.
Yes.
Doesn't always quite work as we plan it to do. Our apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Diploma in Laws, Human Rights Law, Ilaria Favola. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Diploma or a Master in Laws, I beg your pardon. Graduates awarded a Master in Laws, Lucy Hannon. Graduates awarded the Master in Laws, Teresa Rouja.
Yes.
There or there?
Yeah, there.
Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, LLM, Akila Induwara Atapatu. Nasreen Maidin Pillay. Zujaja Qureshi. Yasmin Safa. Thangam Shastivarathan. We got there in the end, our apologies. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, International Business Law, Jeanette Nieuwendijk Bergsma. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Banking and Finance Law, Richard Beasley. Luma Al-Sheikh. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Commercial and Corporate Law, John Adama. Farial Afridi. Joanne Chong Fung Teng. Andrew Garrett. Mohammed Khan. Adlin Muchiri. Khadija Qureshi. Evelina Thomas. Graduates awarded a degree in International Development, Hwawa Sunusi. In law. Graduates awarded a Bachelor of Laws, LLB, Fatima Khan. Graduates awarded a Graduate Diploma in Digital Innovation, Kane Ugwu. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Common Law, Tara Carnegie. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Computer and Communications Law, David Fung. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Corporate and Securities Law, Temitope Oshikoya. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Criminology and Criminal Justice, Adjoa Krensel. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Financial Services Law, Charlize Cloete. Frederick Teng Shaw Chung. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Human Rights Law, Nazli Hakoglu. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, International Business Law, Rebecca Anderson. Cecilia Cook. Judith Guancobi. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Maritime Law, Robert Goodall. Graduates awarded a Master of Laws in European Laws, Natalia Sondore. Graduates awarded the Master of Laws, Public International Law, Hassan Sherry. Sharon Wanga. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Mohammed Abdirahman. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with Human Resource Management, Irene Dubé. Ebisinemi Frank Imo. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with International Business, Sebastian Angulo Fajardo. Leanne Grichty. Samantha Lau Velasquez. Dorisha Ruku. Graduates awarded the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with Marketing, Ramisha Ahmad. Obaid Ashfaq. Sheroz Asim. Simal Gurki. Saqib Khan. Graduates awarded the Master of Science in Information Security, Jeffrey Dye. Francesca Mamo. So bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a pause. We want to make sure everybody is in the right order and make sure that we've included everybody in the right categories. As you see, sometimes it doesn't always quite work to plan, especially when we're juggling graduates from the last 3 years. So we appreciate your patience. What you are observing is the look behind the curtain of how it normally works. You don't get to see this normally. So, of course, you are quite privileged in the fact that you're getting to see something that none of the other graduates have had a chance to see. Not that we generally show all the other graduates either. Where would you like to go from?
MSc in Information Security.
Graduates with an MSc and Masters in Information Security, Sithembile Songo. Now, you could have done that to help fill in the gap a little earlier, couldn't you? Nice to see so much home support. Graduates with a Master's in International Business Administration, Patricia Mbals. Graduates with a degree in Commercial and Corporate Law, LLM, Yasmin Safa. Graduates with a bachelor's degree in Business Administration, Sehaj Basin. With a bachelor's degree in Banking and Finance, Minahil Zafar. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Diploma in Livestock Health and Production à Lycée de Bourville. Graduates awarded a Master's in Veterinary Epidemiology and Public Health, Priyavadini Raghunath. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Human Rights, Mohammed Munib Kadir. Graduates awarded the Master of Arts in Refugee Protection and Forced Migration Studies, Nelly Ban. Philomene Franson. Jennifer Glassmeyer. Nicholas Gricewood.
Same degree.
Letitia Klein. Graduates awarded the Master of Science in Finance, Financial Sector Management, Rana Pratap Singh Chauhan. Graduates awarded a Master of Science in Finance, Economic Policy, Marie Moding Diakve. Graduates awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Professional Accountancy, Rotimi Isaiah. Kandakar Raman. Graduates awarded the Master of Science in Professional Accountancy, Ashuki Acharya. Amal Ahmed. Abidemi Akinola. Nazima Aliyeva. Omba Baba. Pao San Chan. Wei Chan. Sundara Vathani Chandrajit. Rebecca Coles. Berna Donatas. Sarah Everett Cox. Laszlo Fakete. Hordley Forbes. Nafitri Hani Wijaya. Sam Higginson. Edidiong Inyang. Lisa Isaac de Freitas. Herzog Jürgen. Alushima Kakwa. Anna Karbalnik Matusiak. Alsbert Kengbo. Yorobi Kayaguli. Weixing Ling. Hesham Mohammed Adel Abdelhay Mahmoud. Sharon Masonda. Yin Ng. Thi Ngayan. Fatikova Nina. Enoch Obeng. Samuel Obioha. William Oke. Olawale Olaleye. Omar Hafiz Butt. Ikena Onuoha. Bibi Uzir. Julie Osigbema. Andrew Parry. Gregor Plevelj. Masego Regoeng. Kagabane Ruth. Asmir Saheb Ali. Sarojini Samigundan. Samantha Sargent. Kawasata. Aisha Shafi Ahmed. Mohammed Siddiqui. Ian Smallfit. Rosalia Taga. Eboda Temitopi. Kais Almalk. Aimin Wen. Chi Yap. Vaginak Yegiazarian. Daniel Amuda. Alex Benson. Ahmad Manzoor. Abigail Ogundahin. Anum Tariq.
Next one.
Graduating with a certificate in professional accountancy, Rotimi Azaya. And graduating with a Master of Science in Infectious Diseases, Mradul Kumar Daga.
Right there, and I'll bring some cards.
The final selection of graduates who are just waiting to make sure we put in the correct order. I do believe that since you have worked so hard for 3 years, the last thing I should do is get your name wrong and in the wrong place. So please bear with us. We may get to the point where we may ask the graduates actually to read out their own names at this rate. But if you've ever had one of those days, this is probably one of them. We will get there. So perhaps, given that they have waited longer than most, you might give them the most uproarious amount of applause as they pass by. I'm sure they will be grateful. I would be too. Graduating with a Bachelor of Laws and Honours, Mahir Akhtar. Graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Devyani Sheth. Graduating with a Master of Laws in Commercial and Corporate Law, Lois Mulialo Shalaka. Graduating with a Masters in Law and Public International Law, Kevin Thompson. Graduating with a Master of Laws in Corporate and Securities Law, Victor Pocorni. And graduating with a Master of Science in Public Policy Management, Nondiumso Alice Sithide. And ladies and gentlemen, you might be glad to know that concludes the presentation of graduates of the University of London. To those of you who had to wait or may have been called in the wrong order, our apologies and thank you for your forbearance. I now call upon Professor Mary Stiasny, OBE, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the University of London, to present the honorary graduate, Professor Helen Rees.
Vice-Chancellor, in accordance with the Charter, statutes, and ordinances of the University, I present to you this person on whom we wish you to confer an honorary degree, Professor Helen Rees, OBE. Professor Rees is one of South Africa's most respected clinician scientists and is internationally renowned for her research and policy work in HIV, vaccines, reproductive health, and drug regulation. The founder and executive director of the WITS Reproductive Health and HIV Institute at the University of Witwatersrand in Johannesburg, South Africa, she is also a personal professor in obstetrics and gynecology and co-director of the WITS African Leadership in Vaccinology Expertise, a university flagship project. She has been an honorary fellow at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine in the Faculty of Tropical and Infectious Diseases since 2010, an honorary fellow at Murray Edwards College, Cambridge University, and plays a major role in the science research of South Africa. Helen Rees grew up in the UK in a family with a strong and fundamental commitment to social activism and human rights. Her father, a Welsh socialist, shaped her politics, and her mother, a teacher, influenced her to become a doctor. Helen Rees obtained her medical degree and a master's in social and political sciences from Murray Edwards College, Cambridge, which was then known as New Hall College. From there, she came to Guy's Hospital here in London to undertake her general practitioner training, and while she was training, she met her future husband, Fazal Randera, an exiled South African physician and political activist. Her future path was set. She has, ever since, combined her medical work with this activism. Having completed her training in the 1980s, she and her husband moved to post-independence Zimbabwe, where they worked to help rebuild the country's health services. Helen spent 2 years working in Harare Central Hospital as a registrar in pediatrics and neonatal medicine. She says, seeing what a very unjust Rhodesian health system had created in terms of the health of children left an absolutely profound mark on me in terms of how I saw health in the future. After that, my future career in terms of public health and the importance of equity and health services and how I could contribute to them were really strongly shaped. Parallel to the challenges in Zimbabwe was the worsening political situation then in South Africa, where Helen and her husband then moved. As a mixed-race couple, this brought its own difficulties, and they were very active in the anti-apartheid struggle, both within the health sector and more widely across society. Helen also played a leading role as a women's health activist. Throughout the 1980s, Helen ran the pediatric services in Alexandra Township, Johannesburg, and her first academic research paper explored the link between a very serious measles outbreak in the township, which resulted in very high mortality rates, and the poor immunization coverage which had existed prior to this outbreak. After the election of a democratic government in 1994, Helen Rees established the WITS Reproductive Health and HIV Institute at the University of Witwatersrand in Johannesburg to explore and hopefully find answers to the questions that were going to be vital to the development of new healthcare and policies, and to develop the technical support to the government to get their new strategies in place. The Institute started with 5 women as its staff, and is now a major research institute with a staffing of around 500 clinicians and scientists. Professor Rees has received many awards for her contribution to African and global health, including being made an Officer of the British Empire by Queen Elizabeth II and being awarded the Order of the Baobab, one of South Africa's highest honours, as well as both lifetime and gold awards for her distinguished contribution to science, global health, and women's health by the South African Academy of Science, the South African Medical Association, the South African Department of Science and Technology, BHP Bulletin, and the Oppenheimer Foundation, respectively. Indeed, recently, she was awarded the French Order of Merit by President Macron for her contributions to global responses to COVID. She also received a lifetime award from the Pan-African NGO Aminatare for her contribution to the lives of African women and girls. And most recently, Harvard University has recognized 25 leading African public health researchers and practitioners, and Helen Rees, of course, is one of them. Professor Rees is a much sought-after chair for national and also international communities, from her role as chair of South Africa's Medical Central Council at the height of the AIDS epidemic in South Africa, to being currently chair of WHO's leading advisory group on immunization. And in recent years, Dr. Rees became chair of a new committee on the use of vaccines in humanitarian emergencies. And then the COVID pandemic happened. Professor Rees was, of course, then involved in working to help manage the pandemic, both locally and globally. And during the COVID pandemic, she served on and chaired numerous global committees on COVID vaccines and on the COVAX facility, which has donated 1.7 billion COVID vaccines to low and middle-income countries. Professor Rees's work as a clinician and a researcher is underpinned at all times by her commitment to equity and access. She says, "We have to get access to vaccines, bring prices down, do more research on better technologies that will make it easier to deliver and administer vaccines in difficult places. We need to take a different view of health services for very poor and vulnerable populations if we really are going to have an equitable world." And it is in recognition of Professor Helen Rees's contribution to equity in global health, especially for women and girls, that today we at the University of London wish to honour her. Vice-Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I ask you to confer the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, on Professor Helen Rees.
I now call on Professor Helen Rees to respond.
Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, senior colleagues here, senior colleagues in the audience, all the relatives and friends who are up there making variable amounts of noise today, and all of you down there. You were very quiet, you lot, hey? It was all your relatives and friends who were cheering for you. So I think we should have one huge, big cheer for you. 3 years on, well done. Big cheer, come. So I'm just going to say a few words, and any of you who've ever done public speaking know that the rule is say 3 things. Don't say more than that and go back to those 3 things. So I'm not going to say too much because there's not a lot of time. But first of all, of course, to all of you who've graduated through adversity, this hasn't been easy. So really well done to all of you, and just give yourselves another clap. But as you heard, and thank you so much for the introduction, I'm not sure whether I was an activist before a clinician or both went together, but I was an activist certainly before I was an academic. But you can combine activism and academia. And so I wanted just to sort of reflect back on just a couple of the things that I recall. And one of them was just responding to your environment. So when I was in Alex Township, it was the time of the 1980s, there was a civil war going on all around us, but we managed to do research. And the question we asked was one about why children were not being immunized. So when you see those papers and you say it's a paper, it's a peer-reviewed paper, well done, good, it's actually, why did you do it? Why did you ask that question? So all of you are now have got different sorts of qualifications. Some of you might go into research, many of you will go into professional careers. But I think when you start to do and to think about your next steps, just ask yourself why you want to do it. It's not what you do, it's why am I doing this? Because the why is the important thing. And for me, the why was, why are children dying of measles in this environment? And the answer lay, on the one hand, in medicine and in science, they weren't immunized. But the answer actually lay in the apartheid regime and in politics and in the neglect of populations. So when you ask your own whys in life, it doesn't have to be research, just think broadly about what that why is. Is it about science? Is it about your careers? Is it something you can answer? Or is it about the broader environment in which we live? And nowadays, because the environment is so tough in so many ways, that becomes more important. So the second thing I wanted to say to you was that and we've sort of heard this quite a lot around COVID and what has happened here, is that actually there's an African saying, and there are many colleagues from the region here, and you'll see it very frequently quoted, which is, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And the one thing that I have learned in life is very much about teamwork. That you can be as brilliant, as good, as effective as an individual as you might want to be. But actually, if you team up with people, side by side with them, it is so much more powerful. And in that teaming, the other thing to really understand is that you don't have to compete and win. What you have to do is be side by side. What you have to do is support your colleagues. You will then go far. So teamwork is incredibly important as you think about your future careers. So the third thing that I was going to talk to you about is the sort of teams you've got. Now, we've had some wonderful, from both sides, very loud support from friends and family. So part of your team as you go forward, and many of you have already got your own families, but you've got lots of supporters here today, is actually part of your team in life is your family environment. And that family can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. But as you seek your careers and you go further forward, don't forget about the importance of those family and friend networks. They are incredibly important to you. Listen to the support that's here. And for those who haven't got support here, they're cheering at home. And they can take different shapes and sizes. So nurture those relationships. Work is important, but friends and families are incredibly important. And I have a very noisy set of family up there. Yours probably there. And my third message to you is about seizing the moment. So this is a great moment. This is academic success, but you've come through a really difficult time. I mean, you've all done it. 3 years. We were going to have this ceremony, I think, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it was postponed, and you were postponed, and you've been working under variable, difficult circumstances. So just think about seizing the moment. Sometimes things are easier. You might get a job promotion. You might get an opportunity. Things are easier. Those things take with two hands. But actually in life, I have found that some of the lessons I've best learned and responded to are the hard ones. So when you see something that blocks you, when you see something that's a challenge, when you have a disappointment, don't shut that door in your mind. Because actually, if you can actually confront that, you will get an enormous amount out of it. Take that challenge and see it as something that you can use to build you. So take those opportunities, seize them with both hands. And particularly for all of you, and at the moment, we need you as young graduates, and some older graduates too. But we need you to really go forward now, because the world is in a sticky place. And we need all of your talents, your varied talents, very, very much, to take us further forward. So I started life as an activist and became an academic later on. So what I would say to you all, because you've all got an academic qualification today, is actually just seek your own inner activist. And that activist can be quiet, gentle, and on the side, and think about what that looks like. Or it can be loud and in your face and really strident. But seek your own activism, because the world now needs you more than ever. We are in a difficult time for many, many reasons. We need your activism in your range of skills and abilities, in your range of countries, rich and poor. We need you now to go out and be your own activists as you go ahead with your careers. So with that, I would like to say thank you very much for honoring me with this honorary doctorate. Thank you so much. And to all of you, good luck, and go forward, be your own activist, and push this world into a better place. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Rees. I now call on Professor Mary Stiasny to close today's ceremony.
Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, honoured guests. Graduates, I congratulate you all on this great achievement. Being able to see you here today is all the more special, given the extreme challenges of the past 2 years and the resilience required of each and every one of you. It has been such an honour for me to watch you cross this stage today and claim the degrees you've worked so hard for. You persevered in the face of the pandemic and the challenges it brought, and you succeeded despite the setbacks. I'm speaking to those of you sitting in front of me and also to all your peers who couldn't be here today but are online. You should be proud of your achievements. I know I am. Many of you came to London today for the first time for this ceremony. I applaud your commitment and motivation, and I'm certain these qualities will serve you well in the future. The University of London is fortunate to have enabled and endorsed such resilient, hard-working, and passionate individuals as yourselves. It does take real passion to pursue a degree, whether in person or remotely. You will face many challenges in the years ahead, but I hope you will remember this experience and the qualities that saw you through the hard times. Today proves that we can and will thrive again, and that we will be able to do so together. I hope that in the future your hard work will be acknowledged and celebrated the way we're celebrating it with you today. Thank you to everyone who's made it here today to celebrate with us. The best of luck in your future. And that's it. You are now... You are now officially University of London graduates. Congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests and graduates, that concludes the 2022 presentation ceremony for the University of London Distance and Flexible Learning Programmes. Please, would you rise for the national anthem? Graduates and guests, please now make your way to derobe and leave the Friends' House, and many congratulations on your graduation.